All right. So we're back again. Now we're gonna do some of the upgrades. That was a short video, the first one. I just wanted to do it real quick, like so they're not drawn out. So this one's gonna be the upgrades that I'm gonna do to the Ford ambulance. 7.3 liter diesel, e450, and it gets about, worst was 10 miles per gallon. Best so far has been about 13, 14. So let's get in the video. Boom!
Yeah, buddy.
So the question or the comment came up that you shouldn't do an ambulance because it's bad juju. So let me explain something to you guys. I don't even know if I'm going to be in range here, but there's no bad juju in ambulances. People are like, oh, dead bodies were in there. No, they weren't. When we go to a call, you guys know that I was a firefighter before, firefighter paramedic. So if we go to the call and a patient is deceased, we'll call them right there. If we load them up in the ambulance and take them to the hospital, it's because we feel like they're gonna make it. So we're gonna provide life support until we get to the hospital, turn them over to the hospital, and they will determine if they're dead or not, deceased or not. And people are like, well, what if they die along the way? You're telling me none have happened? No, because we're sustaining their life until we get to the hospital. So if anything, it should be good juju, because it's been people who are trying to help and, you know what I mean, sustain life the whole time we get to the hospital. Now, if I could live in a hospital, would I? Hell no. I'll be scared. Not because bad juju, but because ghost, straight up ghost. I ain't gonna stay in there. Yeah, I'm scary. So, just wanted to clarify that. And this rig wasn't even used as a transport unit. That's why the miles are so low. This was used as a rehab unit. Not rehab like alcohol rehab or drug rehab. Rehab like, you know, firefighters just got out of a fire. This is set up on scene. They pull the awning down, and then, which it already has, which is awesome. And then they set up benches, a fan, a beverage station, so that they can cool off after the fire or in between, you know, fighting the fire, taking a break and going back in. So this was not an actual transport unit. So right off the bat, I'm going to do the conversion. I already have the stuff, so I'm going to do the conversion and put a small lift on it. I'm going to put a brush guard. I'm going to put a winch on it. It already has skid plates and like a 60-gallon fuel tank. I mean, it's freaking amazing how big that tank is. But it lasted for like 600 miles. So, like, I was blown away. At first, I was like, man, there's no way anybody could afford this thing. You have to take out a loan every time you fill it up. But like I said, it twice the range. So that's one less thing I got to do. There's a shore power connection up there. After the lift is done, we're going to do some tints on the windows. We're going to do the sink and cooktop over there. I'm going to remove that center box there so that we have a pass-through. I'm going to raise that counter inside that cabinet, which it's all adjustable. And that thing, this is where we'll normally put our drug box. And so it has to lock. You have access to it from outside. So right there, you can lock it. So what I'm going to do is use that for my, like, things like my laptop and stuff. Like, if somebody wants to get it, they're going to get it. But, you know, if I have it all locked up, it makes it a little more difficult. And when this shelf being up, I'll put an ARB fridge down there or something equivalent that I can access from here or outside. Again, I want to leave the bed here. I'm going to do a platform back here. And then I'd like to pull these off and do a little sandblast on the back just to make them look frosted. So even though you can see in there, you'll be able to like see their stuff in there. It won't be so cluttered looking. Take off some of this stuff up here, redo the floors, max fan in that back corner because this is the only window that opens back here. So it'll create a nice cross breeze. Throw an AC unit up there, and also get screens made for all the openings, like you know, the zipper entry and stuff like that. So it sounds like I'm doing a lot more, but I've priced everything out, and everything for this rig is so cheap because it's a Ford chassis, and everything for that thing is really expensive. But I don't mind. Whichever one I stay in is cool with me. I mean, I'm so lucky and blessed. Like, worst case scenario is I'm in a cool rig. So all that being said, I mean, we're still going over some of the stuff that I can do to this for the same amount of money because everything's cheaper for this rig. Look at that. It's a nice day out, but it's about to get hot as an African Serengeti. I promise that. So these compartments here, that's a toilet. We usually have our oxygen tank in there, but we don't need that now, so I can leave it as storage. But I was thinking about putting a good size like 30-gallon water tank in there, mount a water heater here, and an outdoor shower. Turn this into that outdoor shower spot. Mind you, this is all going to be done with the same amount of money. And then this is going to be basically a utility for the sink. The sink will be right here. And then I can put my gray water over here. The tube from the clean water will come in there. All right, and also I'm thinking I can possibly fit 1 or 2 mountain bikes in here if I take the tires off. And if I can do that, I'll relocate the gray water tank somewhere else. I don't need a big gray water. I just need like a small bucket to catch sink water because that's the only thing that's going to be in here. And speaking of that, I'm going to put a cassette toilet on the inside. So there will be facility. Let me see here. What else am I doing? I'll put a wrap on it, just like my other van has a wrap with my buddy's artwork. Will go there. So it'll be nice, big, and beautiful. This is just storage where I plan on putting a generator, anything else. Like, this will be basically like my hardware, you know, type thing, tools and stuff that I might need, cables, extension cords. I'm gonna do a small wrap on this, and then a rear tire swing and a ladder going up to the top. Another compartment, a lot of storage basically in this thing. Haven't determined what that's for. I'm not trying to, you know, nuke it. Just let's see what happens. It already has external lighting. They blacked out all the emergency lights, but the side lights do work, so it has lights all the way around it. This is the compartment that you can access from the inside. So I'll have my personal stuff up there and the refrigerator down here. And then this compartment is for batteries. It's pretty much permanently locked. And then this is another tall compartment like the other side. And this one would be real cool if I could get like stand-up paddleboard or something in there, you know? That'd be amazing if I could. And then on the top of the roof here, I'm gonna do a really good single solar panel, kind of at an angle so it breaks the wind a little bit. Move that awning to the other side, and then on top do a full size roof rack that can be a porch but also storage if you need it, so we can sit up there with lawn chairs and stuff like that. Get rid of these big old Dumbo mirrors. Anybody wants them or has stock ones they want to trade for, let me know. And put a good stereo in here. super well insulated, super quiet on the road. So this is the battle I'm dealt with.